Hi, this is Neil from the chaplaincy team, and as part of Exam Plus I often run an origami session because I find origami is a craft that I've really enjoyed for a long time and something that I find quite relaxing, so I hope I can share some of that with you today as we do a short instruction video to how to make this origami crane, which is a real classic origami model. So we're going to make that out of a piece of paper, which is a square, and origami paper is traditionally coloured on one side and white on the other. So if you have that, that's great, but you can just use any old paper so long as it's square. I'm going to start by making a couple of folds in this piece of paper to make one of the base shapes, and then I'll talk you through turning that into a crane. So the first thing we need to do is to fold the paper in half, edge to edge, and we're going to do that colour side down. Use your finger to press along the crease you've just made, make it nice and sharp. Turn it over and make another fold at 90 degrees to the first. Just line up the edges of your paper corner and corner and just press down. And then turn the paper over, and we're going to fold it in half again, but this time we're folding point to point on the diagonal. And again, just line up your edges. A nice crisp folds will make this easier to fold later. Okay, so what we want to do now is to take our piece of paper and bring the four corners together, making it into a sort of diamond shape which has a closed edge at the top and an open edge at the bottom. And then our next stage, which we'll do on both sides, is to fold one of these open edges to the centre fold. You see there's a centre fold running up the middle here. We're just going to fold that nice and neatly as we can into the centre. Just let that sit there. And then we're going to fold this other open edge into the centre as well. It makes a kind of kite shape, and then we're going to take the top triangle, this triangle here, and we're going to fold it along the baseline and fold that down. And then we're going to let go of the last three folds we made, just let them sit out. And then this is the more awkward stage of folding this model. We're just going to take the very top layer of paper. You'll see there's a top layer, two folded layers, and a bottom layer. And then we're going to fold this top layer up using this crease here. So we're going to fold it up. Our model won't want to stay flat. It's going to want to bring in these two long outside edges into the middle. And you're just going to bring them, ease them in, and use the folds that you made in the previous step to fold this into an elongated diamond shape like that. Then we're going to turn the whole model over, and we're going to repeat those stages again. So using this open edge here, I'm going to fold that into the centre. This one into the centre as well. And then we're going to fold this triangle down. Could open those out. Just use the crease we made as a guide before. And then again, we're going to, maybe it helps to put your finger on the bottom point, lift the top point all the way up, and then just fold these edges in to the centre line, 1 and 2. And then we've made nice and neat folds. We should have a fairly neat and pointed elongated diamond that has some flaps at the top and some at the bottom. And this is called the bird base, which is used in origami to make the crane, but also a number of other models can be made from this. But to turn this into the crane, if you imagine that one of these is going to be the crane's tail, the other will be its head, and then these two at the top will be its wings. So we're going to again fold an outside edge, just the top layer, into the centre, and again on the other edge fold that into the centre to just thin out these points, make them a little more elegant, and then turn the whole model over and again fold this outside edge into the centre. And final one. And then another slightly more tricky fold that we're going to do is something called an inside reverse fold. So we're going to make some creases initially, so we're going to fold one of these, which will be our neck or our tail, and we're going to fold it up as far as it will go, just on a slight angle. I'm going to fold it that way, and then turn the model over and fold it up the other way as well. And once we've created that crease across there, we're going to open up, fold it up, and close it back over again. Just being careful to try and keep those folds as neat as possible. It's called an inside reverse fold because we folded it inside the model and then we've reversed this line of the fold down the centre. So it's gone from folded that way, comes up, goes inside and folds the other way. I'm going to do that on the other side, fold it up and fold it the other way if we need. Open it out, fold it inside, reverse that fold along the crease, and we can squash the whole thing flat. Then we're going to pick one of these points to be our head and our tail. This one is not quite as pointy as the other, so I'm going to use that to be the head. So picking the model up, I'm just going to use my thumb and forefinger to gently pull the head down. And again, I'm going to inside reverse fold it because it's going almost inside the model, and we're going to reverse the fold that runs along the centre line. So from going like that to going like that and just pulling it tight together, just press it, and that's the crane. But then to make it stand up nicely like the other one, we're just going to pull the wings slightly apart, allow the body to flatten. You can use your thumb just quite gently on here, and let the wings sit back up like that. And there we have our origami crane. I hope you're able to follow that and enjoy making it in your own time. It's a good way to help unwind, but also if you find making the folds a little bit frustrating, just take your time and try and slow down and use this as a way to practice just patiently going through those methodical steps. I hope you've enjoyed this video and happy folding. Thank you.